Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to Teacher Marifi Adonis channel, the Math channel. And today we're gonna talk about the proportion. For some reason, no, so why I'm posting all my topics about basic, math. They'll Most of my students, they come to this higher, for example, in grade 7, grade 8. They do not know the basic, especially about fractions. So that's why previously lahat ng topic ko is about fractions. And as we go on, you can request no on at the top the at the um what do you call this one, comment section, o anong topic ang mahirap sa inyo so that we can discuss here, and I'm going to hint to you, I'm going to teach you how to do it, okay? So for now, we are going to talk about proportion, okay? So let's see. All right. So in math test, Carlo scored 8 out of 10, while in science test, he got 16 out of 20. So in which subject did Carlo perform better? So if we are going to what do you call this one? Compare. So 8 to 10, no, 8 is to 10, that is about 4 is to 5. And 16 is to 20 is about also is to 5. So that means Carlo performed in both subjects, in both math and science. Okay? So next. In proportion, a proportion is written in the form of A is to B is equals to C is to D, or A over B is equals to C over D. So a proportion has four terms. The first, the four terms are called extremes, while the second and the third are called means. So we have here 8 is to 10 is equals to 16 is to 20. So that means 10 times 60, 10 times 16 is 160, and 8 is times 20 is equals to 160. So as we can see here, the means is equals to the extremes. Right? So these are the means here, and these are the extremes. Okay, means, extremes. Okay, right, next. Now, to find the missing term in the proportion, we can use cross products. Okay, so a cross product is like this. Okay, so we have here 3n, because 3 times n, that is equals to 7 times 6, that is 56. Okay, so 56 divided by 3. Okay, guys, even in elementary, you have to, um, this is already an introduction to algebra. So, uh, once you have already experiencing, and it's already algebra. That's any numbers with letters that represent letters. It's already part of an algebra. So you have to uh, be keen on your answer. So 56 divided by 3 here. 5 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 26 divided by 3, that is about how many? There are 8. No, 8 times 3 is 24. So we get here 2. That means our answer is 18 and 2/3. So the remainder is 2 and 3 is the denominator. So it's supposed to, okay, next. Okay, so here. So find the missing term in proportion. We use a cross product again. Manuel bought 8 marbles for 24 pesos. How much did 10 marbles cost? So we can use the proportion as 8 over 24. So that means, and then we have 10 over n, okay? So because we are looking for the price of 10 marbles. So that's okay. So that's n. Okay, so using the cross product, so we have 8n is equals to 10 times 24 times 1, that's 24. Add 0, that's 240 divided by 8. Okay, so n is equals to 24 divided by 8 is 3. Add 0, that means 30. So for 10 marbles, that's equivalent to 30 pesos. Okay, next. Now, equal ratios form a proportion. So, a proportion is a statement of equality between two ratios. In a proportion, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Okay, so the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. We can use cross product to determine whether the two ratios are equal and to find the missing term in a proportion. So that's why like we did. Okay, so here, uh, write yes if the ratios are equal and no if not equal. So we have here 1 8 and 5 over 40. So of course, 540 that's divided by 5, no? So that's 1 or over 8. So this one is yes, they are equal. And then we have here, of course, this one is no. No, 1/3 is never, 1/15 is not equal to 3/15. And then we have here, this is big yes because 24 divided by 4 is 6. Then we have here 8. Okay, the for 8 and 20, their GCF is 4. So 4 divided by 8 divided by 4 is 2, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So this one is big yes. Okay, what about 16 and 12? So the GCF here is 2, no? 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is equals to 8. So this one is a big no. Okay, next. Right, so determine whether each of the following ratios is equal. So write equal or not equal. So 2/4 and 4/6. So 2/4 is 1/2 and 4/6 is 2/3. So of course these are not equal. Okay. Then we have 8/10. So yes, this one is equal. And then 2/3. So we have 6 and 18. So this also is equal. 5/15 and that is 1/3 and this one is 2/3. So of course they are not equal. Then 21/30. So we have 7. So this one is checked. No? 21 divided by 7 is 3 and 30 divided by 7 is 10. Oh, no, I think wait. Let's no. Let's correct our answers. Let's try. Okay, so if the GCF is 7, 30 cannot divided by 7. So the answer here is no. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, next. Let's find the missing term. So in order to find the missing term in a proportion, so as you can see, cross product is really important here. So we have here for 56, we can use directly 56 times 3, that is 18. Then we have 15 plus 1, 16. 16 divided by 7, so we got 2, 14. Then we got 28 divided by 7 is equals to 4. So your n here is equals to 24. Okay, so 24. The n is 24. 24 times 7, that's 168. Okay, next. So 18 times 8. Okay, let's try to solve more two problems. Okay, for problem number 2, we have 18 times, okay, 18 times 8, or 14, sorry, 14 times 8. Where did I get the 18? That's 14 times 8. Okay, 8 times 4 is 32. So bring down to carry 3. Then 8 times 1 is 8 plus 3, that's 11. 11 divided by 7, we got 11 divided by 7 is 1. So 7, okay, we have 32. 32 divided by 7, tama ba? 11. No, that's 42. 11 minus 7 is 4. Yeah, tama. 11. So 4, 42 divided by 7 is equals to how many? 7 and 42. We got 7, 7, 14 plus 14, 28. 28 plus 28. 28 plus 14, that is equivalent to 42. Okay, so we got how many? Uh, 7. Okay, we got 6. 2, 4. Okay, 42. So we got 0. The answer is 16. Okay, so 16 times 7 is 112. Correct. Next, we have here 9 times 3 is 36 divided by 6. So that means the n is equals to 6. Because 36 divided by 6. So if that's the case, no, so no need to solve for irregular ones. Okay, next, let's have the other problem. Okay, here there are 18 girls in a class. If the ratio of girls to boys is 6:5, how many are boys? So we can say that A10 over n, no, is equals to 6 over uh, ratio. Okay, wait. It should be n, not 6. Okay. And 18 over n. So because we are looking for the ratio. So 18 girls over n boys. So we have 6 over 5. So we got here 18 times 5 is 40. We have 4. So that's 90. Okay. 90, sorry. 90 divided by 5, 6. So we get 1, 6, 30 divided by 6 is 5. Okay, so we got 30, 0. Okay, so that means the answer is 15. So um, there are 15 boys. Okay, there are 15 boys in a class. Alright, right. So for the right, so for this, you can answer it on your own. Goodbye.